When youngsters are taken into state custody, whether it's for foster care or the juvenile justice system, there are rules in place for how they are monitored. News Center 11's Monty Bowen reports on one law that a Fairbanks man says needs to be fixed.
In the 1980s, the state passed an act to form a citizens review panel for children in foster care and state custody.
The Citizen Review Panel for Permanency Planning Act of 1990, Chapter 117, SLA, that's Session Laws of Alaska, 1990, an actual law that was signed by the governor, required there to be case plan reviews for each child in and out of home placement, which is basically like foster care or youth detention.
It was made up of volunteer citizens and was to conduct reviews twice a year. Fairbanksan Scott Calder, who has studied the issue for years, said the state of Alaska had not implemented the program according to the law and encouraged them to do so.
It was a law and a bunch of people did stuff. There was a lot of documents about how hard it was to do that, how expensive it would be to do that. But it never really happened. We never really got to the point where the case plan of each child in out-of-home placement was being reviewed by people who don't work in the system.
Eventually, the U.S. Congress acted and began requiring that each state have a citizen review panel in place.
The law was changed in the late 1990s by the federal government, and then the state went along with it to have a citizen review panel which did not review the case plan of each child in out-of-home placement, but which would simply, in my opinion, confirm what a great job the state was doing. It seems to me that the value would be to have kind of a snapshot of every case.
Calder's been working to get legislation introduced to fix the problem.
So now it's pretty much, you need to see a committee bill to substantially reenact Chapter 117 SLA 1990.
Calder says his goal is to get the law enacted the way it was originally supposed to be, as a set of checks and balances on the system that oversees youngsters in state custody. Monty Bowen, News Center 11.